Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, tell me it working there, people. For those who tuning in, now I'll need for Twitch and YouTube to tell me if it working now. Because for some reason it wasn't working on the two streams. Okay, I think it working now. For those who now tuning in, I think finally the mic here working. I just need more confirmations. It seems I have a listener on Facebook who listening on YouTube and he's saying it working now. It seems based on the comments it is working. So yay! Alright. Welcome to the stream finally. Sorry for the late start. It's just it looked like for some weird ass reason my mic wasn't picking up. So now I think that problem rectified. So today on the stream basically we'll go through running dungeons and my build. Right. Currently I'm spec'd on AC and I want to go through this build in depth today. So for those who tuning in, I would like for you to tell me if you want this build to be talked about now or we save it for last. Anyone? Okay. Seems a couple of y'all will want it now. Alright. Hey, yes, up there to my people on YouTube. I now seeing the comments there as well. So how's everyone on this day before I start talking about the build? Good? Okay. Alright. Well, for starters, for those who watching on YouTube, I'll appreciate if you switch over to Twitch so I could see your comments much better. Currently, I see the Twitch comments the best and the Facebook comments. YouTube seems to still give me a lot of problems. Oh, for your question, black belt, um, to increase your critical chance, for starters, in all honesty, what I use to increase my chance is my crit chance increases on the loyal gear. So that's exactly why I have high crit chance, because I was lucky enough to get the loyal adventure gear. Outside of that, honestly, as a ACDC, crit isn't a huge importance, but if you need to increase it, you should probably increase it through boons, like those dread ring boons, tyranny of dragons, etc. Okay. Right. So for starters, what I'll talk about, now is what the what is that spam? Okay, I'll finally begin talking about the build. So for starters, I'm gonna turn on my audio a little bit so y'all could hear clearer. Right. Now, for starters, I will talk about the ability scores. Right. Basically, as you see, this is my current ability layout. Right. The reason why, obviously, wisdom is the most important stat as a cleric. Right. Outside of wisdom, your only other choices really is strength and charisma, right? Basically, I know some people like to go for charisma because, as you can see, it increases your recharge speed. But the reason why I went with strength is because it's better value in that sense. Since for starters, recovery is super easy to get on a cleric, right? Um, one one charisma point equals to 200 recovery, whereas 1% crit chance equals to 400 crit strike equals to 1% crit chance. So in that sense, it gives you more value. Right. So I'm not saying here that one shouldn't go for charisma. It's just that I find that strength has more value because of how 400 crit strike equals to 1%, whereas 1 point of that charisma equals to 200 recovery. And recovery, as I mentioned, you could get from your rings, your gear, as you could see here with my chest piece, and so on. So many easy ways. The artifacts as well, as you could see, I have 3 artifacts that have recovery, which are these 3. Right. And also when you take advantage of artificial persuasion and influence, which currently I have artificial persuasion here, as you can see. Right. Next up on the agenda for the build on the whole is the feats. Okay. Um, basically for my feats, I let's see. I have honestly never changed this throughout my whole time as being a cleric. On either side, AC or DO, I usually use these same points, except for here. I switch between these two sometimes, putting 3 out of 5 in either or. So what you would like to do when you're putting in points is you're maxing out greater fortune, right? Toughness, easy. I usually choose between these two, and based on that I choose sometimes domain synergy just to have more recovery. If you're not feeling domain synergy, you could simply switch to healing action. As for this, increase your crit chance by 3%. You see, put your feet a little bit to the right. Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry about that. Good, thanks for that heads up. Okay, so to continue on, also for this row I use Repurpose Soul. Repurpose Soul is a handy feat to have as a cleric regardless. Let's see, next up, Cleanse. Nowadays, Cleanse, to me, it has value thanks to particularly in FBI with Haiti, and even on the last boss in Tomb, as when he does his burn attack, Cleanse apparently procs off that burn. so it's worth to have at least 1 point in cleanse. Um, in my opinion, you never put more than 1 point because cleanse procs a whole lot. Like, more to say on the side of it is easy to proc. I should never have to put, or anyone shouldn't ever have to put 3 points into cleanse. You're fine with just 1 point. As for Bountiful Fortune, this is self-explanatory. This is more divine power. I went with 4 out of 5 because to have the 1 point in cleanse. If you for some reason not into cleanse, you could simply max out Bountiful Fortune. But I would always recommend to have 1 point into cleanse. Always. Okay. As for the feats itself, I'm gonna put this more here. Right. As for the feats itself, we start off with Furious Intervention. The reason why I love this one in particular is to start off. When you put points into this, this gets added into your flat action point percentage. So basically, you would see it increase here, right? So the more points you put here is the more this would go up into. Right. As for the next part, Ancient Warden, this was apparently finally fixed. So obviously as your AC, I would recommend to have this in a particular support role that I like to promote. Next up, well, this is easy, Weapons of Light. All righteous clerics should have Weapons of Light in the build, AC and DO. Next up, Bear Your Sins. Well, as you know, this is self-explanatory. This is the bread and butter of being righteous. Like, one of the reasons one should be righteous. If you don't have this as righteous, then your build would be pretty much useless if you're going into that whole righteous department. So obviously make sure people to max out Bear Your Sins. Next up, Condemning Gaze. It's our next obvious one that you should have maxed out, because this makes your foes take 15% more damage. So your party does 15% more damage to those targets that have Condemning Gaze. So that this and this important. So remember to make sure to have Bear Your Sins and Condemning Gaze always, right? Next up, Fire of the Gods. Well, I have had discussions with multiple clerics. We have some clerics that have strayed away from putting points into this because they don't see the need of it, especially on the DO side, which I kinda agree to an extent, but I honestly at least like to keep 1 point in this. I know this still procs your Plague Fire enchantment and so on, and as AC, regardless, I still like to be safe and to have at least 1 point in Fire of the Gods at all times. Okay. As for that question on Facebook, the reason why I don't take these two is this is for more glory. It's okay that if some people want to have this to do more personal damage in dungeons or maybe for dailies, but I don't see the need of these personally. Maybe if you're going more offensive, obviously for sure this would kick ass, but for the support style I go with, I don't really need these. I more or less I do fine enough with dailies, and my parties, I assume my DPS will have the damage to be dealt. Okay, Virtuous. Most of these self-explanatory, so I'll just go through. Lasting Wishes, this is 10% more heals, so I personally like to have this. However, if for some reason some people like they don't really need to have 10% more heals, have faith, this could also be a good substitute if you don't want lasting wishes. So both of these are good options in my opinion, but I just went with lasting wishes because, you know, I like to have a little more power to heal. As righteous, we are technically like righteous healers are not technically good healers, so it won't hurt to have lasting wishes to help in that department. um Best of battles, paragon power called battle fervor. Well, this is self-explanatory. this is like the this is like the bread and butter of being anointed champion righteous, right? You must absolutely have blessing of battle, right? And you must have this, right? This is no ifs, buts, or maybes. As anointed champion, 125% you want to have battle fervor. Okay. Last but not least, gift of haste. The reason why I don't have gift of haste maxed out is because that extra point went into fire of gods. Okay. So this is exactly why this is on 4 out of 5. So, and that is basically it for the build itself. Next up, boons. Okay, so the guild stronghold depends on how great or how well your guild stronghold currently is, right? um for starters, if your guild has a power boon, you obviously want the power boon activated. Defense, um, this is a toss up. If you use Assassin's Covenant, you use defense or lifesteal. If you don't use Assassin's Covenant, you use the hit points bonus. Utility doesn't really matter except for in dungeons. You would want to activate this, and this doesn't matter either. Okay, this doesn't matter. Sharanda, as you could see, this is what I chose, right? I want to speed through here because I don't want to like overdo it with the talking of the boons. So just take note properly of what I have here. And on a side note, I went for the deflect here only because I wanted to take advantage more of Assassin's Covenant. Dread Ring, self-explanatory as well. I went with more arm pen here just to have a little more oomph of arm pen for when I do my dailies and whatnot. If you don't need the arm pen, you could go with deflect chance. Self-explanatory as well. Self-explanatory as well. The recovery here is important, so I took this. I took this as well. These, well, this is good. This is good, but this last boon, all of these are honestly bleh. So I went with Winter's Bounty. Underdark, as you could see, this is what I took. I went with power here. I went with lifesteal to take advantage of assassins, and okay. So honestly, for the AC side, these two boons aren't pretty good, but I went with regen just in case. I went with these boons in case, because just now, one moment, I got some PMs in the back here that trolling me right now. Okay, so I went with jaw meditation because it won't hurt to have regen, and no, I'm not trolling here. It won't hurt to at least have one boon into regen, especially on this AC side. On the DO side, I went with combat advantage, but for AC, I went regen. Stamina, right. Self-explanatory as well. Power, and I took all this to take advantage of Assassin's Covenant, and I took this as well. I remember Michaela was the first one saying that this is actually 1% more than it actually says, so that's why I took this as well. This one honestly don't really have that much good boons here, except for these last two, so make sure to take these last two ones in particular, Swiftness and Inspiration. um, Elemental Evil is Blair as well, but at least there's a power one here, so you want to take the power boon. um, Lifesteal and Regen, honestly not good choices, but I went with Lifesteal because I already had so much regen from Underdark. This one recovery easy, this one recovery as well easy. Storm King's Thunder, I honestly don't see any good boons here that much. These two were bad, so I went with this one. This one could pass. Obviously stamina gain is good for a cleric, so you take this. I took this. This is a pretty good boon. I went with HP here for obvious reasons. And last one, Healing Warmth, although most likely SWs and well, Templock SWs and Healadins could take advantage of this. These boons here, this one is a good boon. I like this boon, so I took this. Not good choices here. I went with Crit Serve only because I already had so much incoming heal bonus, some other boons, so I took Crit Serve here. And for here I went for Recovery instead of Lifesteal for obvious reasons. And I honestly didn't know which one to take here, so I ended up going with Vision of Beyond. At least it gives you some stamina when you crit strike, if you crit strike, that is. This last one here, self-explanatory as well. You want to take Tyrant's Terror, so you max this out as AC, and I went with Soul Siphon. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that question. To head back here real quick. Where did you say Dread Ring? Okay. The reason why I took this boon is, if you followed my guide, you should have a decent number of lifesteal chance, which I currently have 11%. And with this 11%, you won't believe lifesteal procs a fair number of times. So that's why I went with this boon in particular. Alright. The companions part now. This is probably the most important part. So for starters, between companions and augments, I know they did a rework with augments, but I chose companions, in particular the Cell Sword, only because of the reason. One moment. Right. Sorry about that. Just I went with companions here because for the obvious reasons that augments, despite how they boosted the augments don't have those special abilities that some of the companions have. So as you know, there's no augment that has a 10% shred, or augment that has a 20% shred, or stuff like that. So in my opinion, augments are relevant, but I still went for companions because I wanted a debuff ability, which is why I went Cell Sword. As for the abundance itself, For starters, you want to have at least, nowadays, based on how they rework bondings, I would say you want to at least get them up to rank 11 as soon as you could and work it from up there. Rank 11 and upwards is a good start. Currently I have two rank 14s and a rank 13 ready because I locked out with ultimate enchanted stones. As for the gear itself, if you do go with sellsword, the smart thing to do, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. So the reason with companions is that, the reason with the gear, I know everyone can't afford Lord Adventure gear. So this is a bit tricky. For those who already have Lord Adventure gear, that's great. But for those who don't have, what I recommend is your best bet if you're looking to save AD is, if you want to use the AD wisely, is if you're on the PC, you most likely go with Adorable Bites. I would go in the auction house and show you all companions. Oops, that's not. Right. As you could see, the ones I like the most would be like Adorable Licks, would be a good use for a DC as that's power and recovery. Let's see. I'm looking through to recommend for y'all, and if you could get any Adorable Licks gear, which I believe there is a neck piece for Adorable Licks, for power and recovery, that would be great. And yes, thanks for that soup. As well, if you farm Illusionist Gambit, you could get +4 items in there. You may not get the ones you want, but eventually if you farm hard enough, it might drop after 1,000 times. Yeah. Also too, another cheap way is, if you can't afford the sellswords gear, honestly, you should probably go with the con artist. The con artist is most likely everyone's cheap route, as a con artist is extremely easy to get up. With con artist, there's 3 ring slots, and you could get your rings from either protector seals. Like, if you have enough protector seals, you could easily afford rings in PE, or if you have a toon that's ready for a tongue, you could most likely use those seals to buy proper rings for your con artist. Okay, as for the rest of the companions, honestly, some of you all should know by now that DCs have horrible choices in companions, right? So in my view, thanks to having discussions with other clerics, it won't hurt to have DPS companions, because at this point it wouldn't really matter, but the DPS companions would help for your personal stuff. And I still have these 2 crit companions. I was watching the people jumping in my background. Right. So if you don't want these crit save choices, what I also do on a side note is I also have companions laying around here that I sometimes switch to this one, the All-Bear Cub, or sometimes I use my old Centaurum Warlock and this old Dragonborn Brawler I had. So sometimes if I switch out to this, depending on the party I have, this is my base power. As you can see, because of those little changes, my base power is currently like 56,001. But that is just being like, if you're really looking to squeeze out all the power you possibly could, then you could probably put all your companions that have power stats like 165 power, 300 power, and so on. But at the end of the day, companions is basically your choice on what to do. I do recommend either the Sellsword or the Con Artist, or maybe even a Rebel Mercenary, although I think the Mercenary needs the same gear as the Sellsword. So, Con Artist if you want the easy way out for sure. If you could afford it, however, Sellsword. The reason why I haven't mentioned the Dancing Shields is I usually run with tanks who have Dancing Shield, and Dancing Shields don't stack. Right, moving on to mounts. So currently, this is what I have as my stable here. Basically, everything you see here is power except for the Enlightened Insignias. Enlightened Insignias currently have no power ones in this game. So I went with 3 recovery enlightens, and the rest of them is all power, as you could check. As for the bonuses itself, I went with Gladiator's Guile because I love the quick movement speed. As you could see, you know, it helps to move a little faster, so I honestly like that. Right. Assassin's Covenant is self-explanatory. This is usually great for a lot of builds in game. This takes advantage of, like, you know, decreasing your defense, your deflection and lifesteal, and giving you more power. So that's why if you follow the build and you're really wanting to go down the assassin's route, this could be a huge boost to your base power. Artificial Persuasion, I find this is useful because during when you're in combat, for those brief 15 seconds, you get that high recovery when you're bonding, proc and everything, and it helps me to spam dailies even more in that brief time. So I definitely recommend Artificial Persuasion. As for Shepherd's Devotion, I personally like this a lot because I run with a lot of people nowadays who have Shepherd's Devotion, and when all of us use our dailies, this comes in handy to have all these extra little stats of defense, deflection, and movement, and it's a nice little boost to all of them based off your power. So I definitely recommend Shepherd's Devotion for sure. Last but not least, I switch between Artificer's Influence here and Protector's Camaraderie. The reason why I went with Camaraderie is to have a bit more use of power from the insignias itself. As well, stacking up this power and defense is pretty nice, although if I'm not mistaken, that power isn't shared, but it's still a nice bonus nevertheless. Right, so next up, currents. So guys, if you could afford a combat power, I strongly recommend either the T-Rex or the Lion. Either or is a good choice, but if you're looking to have strong, like more debuffs and more stuff for your party, I recommend that you use the T-Rex. If you could afford it, go for it. If you can't, that's no problem, because honestly, you don't really need combat powers for certain classes, but I just personally had to have the T-Rex because that debuff is juicy. As for equip power, because I got a Black Ice Warhorse in the summer event, I now use the Black Ice Warhorse ability of 4k power. Movement speed, basically on whatever mount you have. Um, that should be it for the build. Just to give you all, ooh, nice. I see that you have a black ice for a horse too. um, as for the power tree itself, basically, as you can see here, I have everything maxed out because I have the maximum number of points. But to tell you all what you want to max out as soon as possible is basically hallowed ground. You want to max out divine fortune, holy fervor, forge master's flame, exaltation, blessing of battle, bastion, divine armor, break the spirit, divine glow, of course astral shield and anointed army, and hasten light. Those are stuff that you want to max out as soon as you can. In terms of what to use in parties, all you need to do is, if you most likely run with another cleric, you basically discuss with the other cleric what you're going to use. Most likely you'll run with AC and DO. If you are the AC in the party, obviously you use exaltation, especially on boss fights, and you discuss with the DO if you want to use forge masters or break. So basically you just have to discuss. As for everything else at wills, of course you use blessing of battle as AC, and you could use either one of these two if you want. As for class feats, I use holy fervor and hasten light. Hasten light is important. Oh, sorry about that. I saw that one of you all had to go. Pooh. But anyway, to continue on, basically that should be it for the powers and everything itself. So at the end of the day, people, as long as you have everything you see here equipped that I have, you'll be good. That's all you need. As for maybe to talk about the gear itself, you just go for gear that has good power and recovery. Like, I have the Titan Steel, Survivor Wraps has good power, the Primal Boots, I have a Ring of Rise and Focus because of the good recovery. Um, let's see what else. So basically guys, you just work on recovery and power. That's your two main stats as a ACDC in my view. Power and then recovery, of course. Oh, for those two questions, for the first one, I use Unparalleled Frost. As you can see here, I have Unparalleled Frost and it works good. Second, for the question, I personally don't use the macros, but I do indeed know that we have a lot of people on the server that use certain macros for exaltation, but I actually spend time practicing to try and aim for the main person, which I usually get done most of the times. I'm not perfect, and probably I could use the macro, but I choose not to, honestly. But just because I don't use it, that doesn't mean y'all don't have to use it. If people rather use it, that's fine. If people want to practice and try to aim, that's fine as well. So it's your call for that. I think I covered everything that I needed to cover. For the other question on Facebook too, yeah, these are the usual 4 artifacts I use. The only time I switch out the sigil is if I'm in special buff groups. I switch the sigil out for the Charm of the Serpent. The on for the whole runs. If it's not those special buff groups, then I stick to the sigil. Okay, for starters, thanks for those who now tuning in. I see I have a bit more views on the different platforms. For those who tuning in, I was just basically explaining my whole build. So if you just tuned in, unfortunately I finished with the build itself. And now what I'm going to do is to run dungeons. So, right, for those who listening in, you think random queues would be good? I could random queue now as either AC or DO, or if we have PC people who watching the stream, we could do some runs together, either or. Oh, alright. Oh, some of my fans, some Xbox and PS4. Ooh, I can't party with you all. Damn it. um, hmm. Okay. Is there anyone in the stream on PC who would like to run dungeons with me right now? Because I just finished the build, and if you all want to run dungeons, that'd be great. If not, I would just ask in my alliance and guild. If you want to run with me, just PM me in game. If you just want to watch me suck, then yeah, I will just ask my guild. And my friends outside the guild and stuff. Okay, let's see who's online. We have a lot of guildies online right now. 21 on THC side. TUC probably has a lot as well. So let's see. Let's ask one of my good friends from the guild. Right. I asking one of my friends here. He's from the guild. His name is Dyer. If he wants to run with me to do MSP. He's starting off the stream with MSP first. Hey, and those for tuning in, tell me how your day was. Jeez, I would like to know how your days went. Oh, that's good to hear on Facebook. Okay. So you had a good work day. Nice. I'm still waiting to run some dungeons here, but if nobody wants to run, I'll just have to random queue. Um, let's see. Let's go with Epic Dungeon first, and let's pray that we don't get anything ridiculous. I'll be on my AC specs, so honestly I won't be doing much DPS. Ooh, a dungeon came up already. Come on, let's see what we get here. Please not FBI and MSP. That could be rough. And hey, Soup, if you're still there, are you online in game? Oh, VT. Okay. Let's see how VT goes. Ah, you're in bed watching the streams. Okay. Hopefully, Hopefully that lecture on my build wasn't too boring for everyone. Alright, since this is VT, I don't really need to have one exaltation on this stuff. I could probably switch to chain. Be a bit greedy. Alright, let's see. Okay. Oh, we have a person who doing good deep. Hmm. You know, I still like VT as a dungeon. What do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about VT? VT has a nice vibe to me when it doesn't lag. Oh, VT lags for you a lot. It's slightly lagging for me now, but VT, it not that bad. Come on. I feel like I'm not doing that much so far, which is good. I guess we're going all the way. Okay, we're going all the way. Cool. If anybody on the stream who online, if you want after, you could run some dungeons with me. That'll be no problem. Boo. I see some of my friends on Facebook, you all in bed. Seriously, Soup? How long the run took? Ah, it wasn't smooth. Okay. But still, that is pretty good to do tongue without a healer. That's impressive. Too bad I can't try it because I am a healer. Hehe. Jeez. Hey, what's up? Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Yes, something on the ground for me. Woohoo! At least it wasn't an emerald. Alright, Soup. Okay, time to go in. To that question, yeah, I still have my AC build right now. Um, I didn't switch back to Dio. If I switch back to Dio, it will take way too long. Like literally, it might take 10 minutes. Good run so far. Looks like the DPS are doing their job. That's great. Um, let's see, for that one, I could switch to Daunting, yeah. Just no. Sigh. I feel sad that she moved away from a Daunting Light. I'm hurt. Yeah, good group so far. And yes, on Facebook, yes, I really missed that Daunting Light. As I say, it's happened to the best of us. Not all the time you'll hit your Daunting Lights. Right. Spam my companion a bit. And I missed again. Woe is me, why am I missing these Daunting Lights? Hey, I'm not bad. I finished second in damage at least. Hey. Sigh. Okay. Let's see. I'm not queuing for Epic Trial again like yesterday because as some of y'all saw yesterday, I got screwed by getting MSPA. I mean normal SPA, and it was bad. um let's go for skirmish. Let's go for skirmish. Come on, people, please. Let's hope this skirmish is not palm. Please don't be palm. Oh, Mad Wizard's Lair. Okay. Whew. Not bad. At least I could get gear here for a tune. Thank God. I'm just going to be all DPS here. Yeah. This is just Mad Wizards. You don't need to do anything here. Well, has anyone who watching the stream been in any bad Mad Wizard runs? Because I can't imagine that it has have failed Illusionist Gambit runs, does it? If you've been in some failed skirmish runs, I would love to know. Wow. Yeah, I hate honestly I hate farming palm. I probably did palm thousands of times and it was just to get the rise and recovery ring which I finally got. Ah, so wait. On Facebook you had a failed Illusionist Gambit run? How that even possible? Oh, not failed. People quit after the first boss. Alright. Yeah, thanks for tuning into the stream, guys. Tell me how your days went. Interested to know. Ooh, rising position. Yeah, I haven't gotten that either, soup. But honestly, I'm not going to run palm to get that ring at all. I done. I got rising focus and I happy. Okay, this boring Mad Wizard's Lair. Come on, people, talk to me more. I seen some people telling me how the days went. Let's read. Oh wow, most of y'all had boring days. Well, on Facebook that is. What about my Twitch people? Tell me about your days. Let's see, where's this next one? Ooh, okay. Yes, I've actually got defeated in here. I think when the reflection damage was up, it killed me. Oh, okay, Niederman, cool. Niederman, are you a player on PC or you're from Xbox or PS4? On PC, cool. Okay. A CW, alright. Oh, another PC person there. Hello, now and ring. Now and wing, yeah, okay. How are you on this day? Nice, I cool too. Yep, pretty cool so far. Just a bit blare that I have to run Mad vs. Layer. It takes kinda long. And honestly, I feel like I'm not even hitting anything at this point. So yes, party, you carry me more. Um, well, for that on Facebook, yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Um, the question was, how am I streaming on multiple platforms? The answer to that is you set up OBS. If you all don't know what OBS is open broadcast software. And when you have OBS, there's a way where you could set up from a website called restream.io, and it will help you to stream on multiple platforms at once, and that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah. um you will get, well, first you have to make sure that you get the connection closest to you, and then they'll give you a stream key, and you use the stream key in OBS, and you're free to stream to that restream website, and they in return will stream to your multiple platforms. Yep. Oh wow, I'm turning into a chicken. Help. Speaking of chickens, those striders kind of look like giant chickens. Kind of now notice that. Like, come on, y'all. Tell me those striders don't look like giant chickens. Jeez. Yeah, that's true, Jade. I know one thing's for sure. I wouldn't want to be a turkey today in the States. Any turkey that catch napping today as good as eaten. Hey, it's just... And wow, I got turned into a chicken again, people. What is going on here? Pardon. Hmm. I don't know about that soup. I'm not too sure. Hmm. That's Mad versus Layer. You take longer. Oh, we finished? We finished? Hey, nope. Okay. Oh, look, more giant chickens. Okay. Oh, spiders this time. Um, anybody here afraid of spiders? And let's see. Exactly, straight to KFC. Ooh, a West Wing episode. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that though. That West Wing episode you're talking about. Yay, let's see what I got, people. Yeah, Jane, I think it's the one with Sheena as president. Yeah. Oh my word! And of course, I got a useless plus two ring. I mean necklace. Zai. People, why my luck so bad? People, tell me, people, why it bad? Oh, I should see my damage. Let's see, did I do okay? No, I didn't do okay because I was obviously talking too much. I don't know, soup. It's never too late to eat. If your belly needs a filling, you need to eat. Okay, let's see. Yes, the one with Sheen. Yeah, I had a mind, so. Let's see. Random dungeons. I did epic dungeon and skirmish. I hesitant to do epic trial to tell you the truth. Very hesitant. As yesterday was a horrible epic trial for me, which was SVA, and it was just bad. Hmm. You know what, people? You know what, people? Fortune favors the brave. Let's do this. We are queuing for epic trial, and no fair here, no fair. People, let's see. Still waiting in queue here. Please, Lord, no MSPA. Let it be Demogorgon or something. Oh Lord, what have I got myself into? I probably should have asked any girl for help, but I was too stupid to. Or maybe asked any more fenceless as well. Yeah, probably should have asked any fenceless. But oh well, we live and we learn. Okay, just demo. We fine, we cools. You all don't know how much I feel in here right now. Like Jesus, I'm so happy. I will switch to some more little buffs to help the party out and stick to Dunton. Yes, I telling y'all in that chat, I have so much nightmares with that MSPA yesterday. Like so much nightmares. And yeah, Jane, I have a palm phobia as well. I think all of us should have a phobia of palm. I don't think there's a person out there that actually loves palm. Like, come on. No person should like palm as a skirmish. I think by now all of us sick of palm. Okay. Ooh. I should ask you all then, for everyone who watching on all the platforms, which in-game dungeon or skirmish you hate the most? Because for me, without a doubt, I hate palm the most. Okay, I see on Facebook we have Throne of the Dwarven Gods. Okay, yeah, people, tell me what you hate. What in this game you hate the most? MSP Palm. Okay, yeah, that's what I talk about. Palm. Well, wait a minute. Wing. Why do you hate MSP in particular? I'm curious. Ooh, we have a palm and a throne. Yeah. Palm. Long and bad rewards. Well, to be fair, the end game dungeons in this game, that's one thing I'll agree on for sure. Like FBI, MSP, and Tongue, I find they don't have good rewards. Well, but to tell you the truth, if you lock out an MSP and you get a fragmented key, that I think that sells for a good price, the fragmented key from MSP. Oh, thanks for tuning into the stream. I see I have more viewers. For those who now tuning in on wherever you're tuning into, I already showcased my build, so unfortunately you'll just have to watch the recording. But yeah, I did go through my build already. I have no idea. That's a good question. Why am I still opening portals? Um, for that question, after this, I most likely would like to ask in your lands for some people to run with, or if anybody on the stream want to run with me, that'd be no problem. How am I doing in damage? Although, if you need to teamwork better with DCs, let me see. Then I wonder if there's anything I need to do. What you mean? I'm trying to understand what you exactly mean, Niederman. Because I think it's saying just on the whole DC. Oh, okay. Well, for starters, on the DC on the whole, if you party with an AC DC, yes, you want to try and stay in range of the DC if you're talking about being a CW. Because the number one thing. Oh, okay. None of the DC stuff. Oh, thanks for that subscribe. Um, basically, what you could help to do at DC? Well, for starters, yes. No, no. Do not listen to Jade to stand in red circles. I'm laughing too much. Oh my god. Ow! No! Don't stand in red. What you want to do is simply stay close to the DC and make sure if he's a AC or he or she is a AC DC, you stay in range of their AA. You guys are something else, yes. But in all seriousness, guys, always remember to stay close to your DC so they can provide you with good buffs. And avoid red. Oh my god. Oh Lord. If people come and listen to you guys. um the range of AA is like not that big. You have to be reasonably close to the person to get the AA. Yes, yes, Jane, make sure you clarify that you're joking. Wow, I have not been focused on this run at all. Yeah, somewhere in that range. About 30. Look at the end there. I just used it and I missed most of the party just now. Let's see how I did. Yeah, I finished 4th on the charts. Not bad. Hey. Of course, a +1 vision. Seriously? Yes, and you do that. Avoid red. Everyone avoid red. Make the DC's life easier. Avoid red and stay in the buffs. And you'll be the DC's best friend. Be our best friends. Okay. What I'll do now is, you know what? Before I ask in the guild, the only thing I haven't done is random dungeon. Let's do that. Let's have some random dungeon fun. Let's reminisce people about the old days. Let's see what we got. Come on, tell me we got something good here. Oh, come on, I wanted Frozen Heart. I am sad. Jeez. Come on, give us Frozen Heart or something to do, but no, we had to do Grave of Den. Oh, a question for you all over the platforms, right? I would love to know, 100% would love to know, what is your favorite older dungeon in this game? Like, you know, your Frozen Hearts, your Caverns of Carandox, Dread Vault. Like, give me an idea. I would love to know what was your favorite older dungeon in this game. The video crashed? Oh shit. No, wait a minute. No way, the video didn't crash. Oh, for a while I thought the video crashed. I was like, okay. But yes, two tins. Oh, okay. I see CN. I see Pirates King Lear on Facebook. Okay, nice. And yes, for those who tuning in, just read for what Jane was saying about the explanation she has right now in the chat about the range. Yep, she summed it up pretty good. Yep, that's what exactly you do, Niederman. And for those on Facebook who didn't see the no, wait a minute, you guys could see the comments, never mind. But yes, basically you do your best to stay close to DCs when they buff it. Or for some instances the DCs be more aware of where everyone is. Wow, that was quick. Let me see. PK. Yeah. I see all the little choices of what you all liked. I see Pirate King, CN, I see one Frozen Heart now on Facebook. I don't see anything from the YouTube side. And yes, on the whole, DCs usually are very good at keeping up all the buffs. Oh right, yes. Pirate King was good for those good old days when you wanted to do runs within that hour. The way how everyone used to speed run, and at the end you have someone run at the end and then the others leave the instance and come back in so you could easily go to the boss. Those good old days. I miss those. Um, yeah. After going to run with some guildies on alliance members. Let's see. Ah, that is one of the best things. Like Jane, like said there on a period note. Um, I am in that mindset as well. That's one thing, guys. I strongly believe in TCs, not resin, right? In my opinion, I really like when the DPS will be the ones to res. DCs are too, well, I should say in a general sense, healers is not good for healers in my opinion to res. And oh, thanks for the subscription. I see that. I appreciate that. But yes, basically, you honestly don't want your healers to res and tanks as well. Let your healers and tanks do their support scene while the DPSers, you be the ones to res other DPSers. I know I've been in groups where people usually say, well, the healer should res, but I don't agree with that at all. Ooh. But yes, you all made some good points there. And as well, for what Soup said, yeah, most of the, well, any player who's seasoned, they will understand to stick close, to position themselves well so they could get all the buffs and make sure to not be in the tank's way and simple little things. It's simple stuff like that that will make one a much better player on the whole. Yeah, I'm done. Woohoo! I have no key. Okay, people. I am about to ask in the Alliance and Guild chat to see if anybody would like to join me in MSP. Let's see. One moment. I just want to ask here quickly. Let's see. Um, I'm asking in chat right now. I'm about to ask and see. Give me one moment, everyone. Let's see. Okay. I'm getting ready here to ask again. Right, I asked in my alliance first. I will see if anybody bites. Hopefully they do. Um, I'm looking at my friends list. I don't see anybody on. Okay. Oh, good. I have one of my guildies here. Right. So I have one of my guildies, Animus. He will come on his Guardian Fighter. I will look for him in the guild's roster. Where? Right. Good. Okay, I have him. Right. Good. So that's one. Yes, sup, Andy. I'm gonna tell him hello here and tell him I'm a streamer. Okay, I still need three more. Does anyone on the stream right now do they want to join me on this run? If you're online. Are you guys hearing me still? I'm gonna make sure. Mic working. Okay, good. I'm just making sure. Come on, somebody. Give us some good luck here. I'm gonna get some partners, please. Come on, my guild members or alliance people. Help a brother out. Help us, for, you know, for $10 a day, you could help us get into MSP. Please help. Huh? Right. If you won't find, I can, but it's get okay, Jane. I understand. I will still try, but if it gets in like that late for you, yeah, I wouldn't want to get you in a run then because sleep is more important. I'm gonna ask my friend in the party if he has anyone. Come on, I need MSP people. MSP. I'm gonna check my friends list. Everybody in Tomb. Shit. Yeah, most of them in Tongue. Oh my lordy. Oh my lordy. Oh, okay. Friend request there. Cool. Um, Jane, it looked like I might need you, girl. I might need you. Oh Lord, I have nobody else to ask. Nope, everybody not free. Oh my God. Oh, you're coming too? Wing. If you right, right, I have Jane. Well, what classes? What classes you have? Wing. Yeah, wing. You just need to tell me what classes you have, and yeah, if you have a DC, you could come on the DC. If you have whatever else, you could come. You pay Pally. Come on your DC. If your DC could enter MSP. Wait. Yeah. Come on your DC. For now. Just plus up to me in game. You should know my handle. I think at Jeff Slider. Just now. I'm trying to type my handle and I give him a trouble. Wow, how to type handle? Help. My handle is Jeff Slider. Just send me a PM. Just send me a PM. I can't even type it in game. I mean on the chat. Ah, this is you here. Yes, you the best. I'ma tell the person. Yes, I have issue. Good. Parties filled. Thanks guys for the help. Yay. Um Dancing your divine oracle too. Perfect. Whew. I don't have to change. Right. Alright. Right. Let me know when you all are ready. I'm about to queue. And thanks for tuning in for those who are now tuning in. Hope your days has been great. Mine has been pretty okay. I must switch to some proper stuff here first to help the party. Good. Let me see. Let me add you as friend one time. Right. Good. Shane, are you good? Oh, okay. Right. Let's invite the queue. Good. Clear. No, not random. Oh shit. MSP. Good. Right. We ready? And thanks for more tuning in there, people. I see any more tuning in again. I appreciate that. Thanks for the little support so far. I try my best to stream more so I could talk to the community much more in the game. Um, MSP, could you startup? Oh, damn. Okay, let me switch to Forge Masters quickly as they're using break. Okay. I'll be more focused there, so you guys are good. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, just now for that Facebook question, what Wing did was they linked to me what they were using, and then I adjust the suit. It's always good for two DCs to communicate on what they're using. I didn't realize Isho got pushed off. Um, for that one again, um, I am one of three guild leaders from the Holy Crusaders. Oh, hello there, Nightmare. I see you. So, Nightmare, how are you on this day? I hope things are good with you. And thanks for tuning in. Oh, nice to hear. I now see what Jade said in the party chat. Oh, wow. That was my bad. Yeah, no one saw that. Come on, get hit. Okay. Cool. Yes, I died because I'm noob. I know. Wait, you watching? Almost died. Oh, and Jade, the way the way I watching the stream, I watching it on my phone. Just to be safe for these guys, since I semi not focused, we'll use Bastion. But to be fair, guys, I'm having too much fun streaming. Wow, I'm. I had so much close calls just now. Okay, guys, help me. How to focus on stream? Help. On Facebook. I'm not going to shut off my phone. No. Right now, we're just killing time here. Okay, finally. Finally. Whew. At least the easy part is the rest of this dungeon. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I see the viewers coming in again. Um, Honestly, I still having trouble to actually play and focus on the stream at the same time because I would definitely want to interact, but at the same time interacting, and I'm doing so much little errors. So it's my bad. Yeah, so tell me, for those who tuning in, anything interested happen in your days today? Like, I see Nightman, a couple other people who tuned in recently. Yeah, anything interesting at all happen in your days? Hmm. Okay, I see on Facebook one of my friends said they almost got bit by a dog. Okay. The most interesting part of my day was probably uh, hmm, nothing that much interested happened. It was a pretty boring day. Well, I did start to level up my paladin though. Um, my paladin is level 70 as well. It's just that it's not well geared right. I'm waiting for the sale tomorrow or whenever it's supposed to be. Ooh, a question for anybody who's still tuned in. What's your plan to buy in Neverwinter for the sale? I don't think I asked that. Oh, you had a day off today, Nightmare. Cool. At least the day song pretty relaxing. That's always a plus. Hmm. I see one person on. Alright, they're going to buy press wards. Interesting. For me, I'm going to buy keys for the sale and maybe one or two stacks of press wards. We'll see. I have to get that paladin up. I need to change his name, his body shape, and everything, and his build on the whole. Plan to name him Zaradin the Paladin, something like that. Ooh, you buying lots of press wards too. I'm kind of afraid of this. Jane, I have to admit, honestly, I almost got killed there too. Exactly. Practice what you preach. Right. They're just saying stuff in party chat, guys. Isho saying that he's drunk. And Jane just said that is weakness leaving the body. Oh, the reason why I had the chat blocked is just in case I end up getting very personal PMs. To that question, um, I personally, do I have a build for AC? Well, a guide for AC. Dio is actually pretty fun to play. Very fun. Oh shit, did we forget a book? Okay, cool. Um, for the viewers in, next time I'll probably head to TeamSpeak because most certain friends and officers like Lilith, for instance, he is not wrong. So I couldn't have him on the runs or most of my officers since I don't think any one of them outside of Isha are wrong right now. And I now saw party chat. Well, TRs, well, true. I don't think TRs read, do they? I think they're too busy being sneaky to read. I'm gonna pick up the tank, my bad. Was supposed to stay with him. Oh, seriously, Nightmare. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that a whole lot, Nightmare. Thanks for doing that. That's why my guide, I wouldn't say my guide is like, well, my guide is more of like a basics. I do my guide the best as I could to actually make certain things understandable and easy for clerics. Maybe we have people that have much more higher end builds and stuff, but I try to generalize the guide in a way where people could understand certain things and to have like to know what gear to aim for and stuff like that. So I appreciate that you link it around. I is happy. Damn, okay. Melted that fast. Okay, look like I need to use Bastion for Isho just to be safe. Night Soup, take care. Uh oh, please tell me we don't bug her. Okay. Uh oh. He should die. And now I died. Lord. I had to use this. My bad. Well, to just keep it between us and y'all, I actually let them die so I could have all the glory at the end. All part of that master plan, people. Oh great guys, now in the party chat, it shows like he's not carrying me in Overwatch anymore. I am Zai. Okay, let's see the chest. First chest, nothing. Oh wow. Second, a greater cloak of the Celdarine. Seriously. Sigh. Okay, I'm gonna see if anybody else would want to do anything. Although, let's see what Jane got. Oh, nice, an emerald. Congrats on that, Jane. Yeah, congrats on those 2 emeralds, Jane. Yeah, too great, too great, too great. Right. I will ask the party if they would like to run FBI. Although it's getting really late for Jane, though. Let's see. Right. Great like a peridot. Okay. Looks like they all want to run FBI. The joke's on them. Gonna make sure they all die a lot of times, especially Isho. Right, fan breaker. Oh, to that question on Facebook, my fastest ever MSP run was like 17 minutes or something like that. Yep, 17 minutes and some seconds. My fastest FBI has been, I think, 14 something, and my fastest tomb to this day is like 16:58 or something. Not the fastest runs at all by a mile, but I'm glad of those pretty fast runs. Oh my! I would use a scroll. Oh no! Somehow Jane got me and all that. Ha! Jane says she sees dead people more like tactically taking a nap. Wow! Jane, did you seriously run a 13-minute tomb? That is impressive. Wow, okay. Jesus Christ, how do you even? Nah, that's fine, but jeez, how do you even run a 13-minute tomb? No, that no, that is special. So we just bring in all the mobs. Sad. Oh, you didn't run it. Okay. Okay, now I get you. Yeah, so guys, that's who watching the stream all over. Just should tell me like your fastest runs in the top tier dungeons. I would love to know what was your fastest MSPs, your FBI, your tombs. Oh wow. Okay. I understand then, Jane. One of my friends on Xbox who on my Facebook say he ran FBI in 15 minutes. That's pretty good. You're fine, Jade. I know, eh? Like, come on, Jane. Like, we we almost in 2018 and still no elevators in tombs. That's a disappointment. All these stairs, stairs there, stairs everywhere. It's like you have a stairs, you have a stairs, we all have a stairs. Make elevators. Hashtag elevators in tombs. Help us out. Elevator makes life easy. But still, look like my master plan in this run working so far. My true goal is to get Isho to die about 10 times. I think he died at least 4 times so far. Let's see. Seems Isho died twice. I'm trying to make him die at least 10 times in this run. How is Isho riding his mount in this run? What the hell? Nice. So people at home still, I see a little more viewers coming in. I see people saying the fastest time. Ooh. We have a PS4 follower who said he ran MSP in 16 minutes. That's excellent. And for those wondering, yes, I do have people from the Neverwinter community on my Facebook. Because It's no problem to have people on social medias for me, and most people there from Neverwinter who have me on Facebook, they usually, ask me some little Neverwinter questions, so I talk to them personally sometimes. ah, hello, Source. Eh, for some of you guys, Source is one of the three guild leaders along with me and Ayasuke for the Holy Crusaders. Yeah, I just had to say hello to him. Yeah, Source, I actually have it working. Though my computer is not the best, I still have it working. I'm just as surprised as you are. Right. Oh, it was posted on Discord. Oh, nice. I need to join that Discord you all in. Is that the Neverwinter Discord? Oh, hello, Fivuzi. If I pronounced it right, Fifuzi. Yes. Okay, I pronounced it right. I'm proud. PE and uncensored. Okay. Well, Source. How to get added to that? I probably should join them. In all honesty. I might join it after this run if it have an easy way to do it. Or well, after the stream. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, for that other question, I'm still using the companions that have the power numbers. I didn't switch since I was explaining when I was explaining my build. Yeah, I currently have them here. These two. I saw Isho actually he died twice in the run so far. Yeah, only twice. I kinda want him. I trying to kill him 8 more times, but nope. Yeah, you should source. Just demote him to rank 1. That's all. No questions asked. No warnings either. Just log on and demote to rank 1. Well, Jane, with that logic, Isho's supposed to be the strongest of all time. Yeah. If it's a gym, I tell you, Isho's supposed to be the buffest one and strongest one of like all time. You talking Isho could probably lift a building up with one finger. Sorry about that. I was fixing my other monitor. Well, true. I've been told that it have U maps on the ground. Like whenever you actually like search hard enough, you could find little pieces of U maps sticking out from the ground. I was told that. Wow. Okay, no one saw that. Okay, no one in the stream saw that. Okay, we'll just not repeat that. Okay. Exactly, I was diving for loot. Yep, totally was diving. That's what that was, diving for loot. Okay, guys. For this next question, I have on the. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. To answer that question, for the. Okay, to answer that. I don't know what's going on, Source. It's just I'm not focused. I interacting too much on the stream chats. That's what's going on. But yes, to finally answer that question I saw, this would be the last run before I finish the stream. Stream been going on for 2 hours and a half, so I think that should be good enough. Tomorrow I might stream for 3.5 hours. Right. But yeah, people on the stream, as I said, are interacting so much. Yes, Source, it definitely should. Okay, for some reason my companion was acting crazy. Okay. As we know, guys, I'm still learning. I still need to figure out how some of the other streamers be more focused while they are streaming, because I'm trying to divide my attention here and it's not working. I'm dying at easy situations. Help. I won't even be surprised if I somehow died here. Right. Come on, I have it. Don't die here. No. Whew. Right, we cool. I didn't die there. We are fine. We are golden people. Woot! I like. I need to see who online here before I finish my runs. Okay. Um. Oh, look, Source is online too. Hello, Source. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, cool. uh, I would tell him Source. I'll probably have to see who online are my friends to see next time. Ah, okay, Source. Okay, good thing Jane was paying attention. You almost burned her too fast. Whew. Oh, interesting tidbit. For those just now there, I remember when Source himself was explaining, if you stand to ice that is too close to the door, it will actually reflect off of that door and it might kill you. Well, it will kill you when she does. When she does Call of Winter. Yay, nice burn. What? garbage on the ground. Let's see if I die the most. Nope, I died the least. Yeah. Okay, let's see what I get in the chat. First chest. Garbage. This other chest, more garbage. Oh my god. Jeez, people. No, Source. I think that new player bonus is for when you haven't done the particular dungeon any day. Yeah, I think is when you first do the dungeon for the day, it will count as a new player bonus, something like that. Yep, guys. Just to close up here. Just now, I just want to check one thing before I close out. Okay, I was just checking out some files here. Basically, people, as I'm about to close it off here, just want to say thanks as usual for like the little views. I appreciate that a whole lot. For everyone who tuned in on all the different platforms on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitch. I very well appreciate it. I'm still in the learning process of having to like stream properly and stuff, but hopefully I get the hang of it within the next few months. I still have a lot of little things to learn, and thanks for like having the patience and whatnot with me. On a side note too, for those who want to see the build, my videos will be saved after the stream, so it's just look for the recordings on Twitch and on YouTube as well, and you would see at the start of the videos that I had the explanation from a whole build, so that's something to check out as well. Okay, so everyone, yep, thanks again, thanks for all the support. A special thanks to Jane for helping arranging my for like arranging properly the time zones so that everyone could have an idea what time the zone would be, and also for all the help she has done for helping promote the stream and my guide as well. I appreciate that a lot from Jane, and thanks to everyone who tuned in. So take care everyone, and peace.